Howdy. I'm Coach Mangum, Andy Mangum. I'm in a really interesting position because I'm your last speaker, and from what I could tell, I think I knew Jeremy the least amount of time. I knew him for 3 years, right at 3 years, right about this time. And the first 2 years I worked for him. Last year I became his friend. I know, Greg, you said you fired Jeremy one time. Well, Jeremy fired me one time too, on the sidelines. And that's because Jeremy liked to push. Man, he pushed and he pushed. And there was times, man, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to pull on him. And after I got fired, I go in the next morning, and we talked like men. Just straight, boom, boom, boom. About an hour and a half, we hashed it out. Fast forward to the next season. We're 0-3. I decided, man, it's time to pull. I go in Saturday morning. Within 10 minutes of that conversation, we had to go get Daniel Ball, put him right in the middle of us. And for an hour and a half, we went at it. We went at it for real. And I was pulling and he was pushing. And on the other side of that, and sometimes in controversy and turmoil and in pressure, you find what's good. You make something good. Out of coal, you make a diamond, right? Pressure. Put it on each other. He put it on the kids. He'd pressure them. He'd get them all in a group, and like I say, it's an honor to be up here. And this is one of Jeremy's biggest things that at end of practice, he probably did it once every 2 weeks, this little speech, this little spiel. He'd get everybody in a group. And when he first started doing this, the boys didn't know how to respond. He would say, "Who do you honor?" And then he would call somebody out. And they'd think it's rhetorical. And he'd stand there and wait until he gave a response. But this last time, he had all the kids conditioned, right? He had all the kids coached up on what to say. And I remember the last time, he said, "Who do you honor?" And he said, "Luke Anderson, who do you honor?" And he said, "I honor God." That was first. I honor God. Luke Anderson responded. He said, "Dom, who do you honor?" Dom Munoz, who do you honor? He said, "I honor my parents. That's who I honor." He said, "Max Mangum, who do you honor?" He said, "I honor my teammates." He said, "That's right." And then this is my favorite one, and this is one that pulled me in close to Jeremy because this is the realness. He said, "Mikhail Kuhn, who do you honor?" And he said, "I honor myself." He said, "That's right. You honor yourself because you're the one out here sweating. You're the one out here on this dirty, rotten, stinking practice field. You honor yourself and you honor your goals because your goal should be to start. Your goal should be to be all district." He didn't want the generic response, "Oh, coach, we're all trying to win state. That's my goal." No, it ain't. We're athletes, we're competitors, and we have personal goals and things we want to achieve. And that's how Jeremy, we talk about him bouncing around. It's because he had personal goals. And it's not that he was looking to step up and move out of a bad situation. He was looking for high expectations, to have high-achieving people, and to accomplish something at his highest level, just like a coach should. I've only been coaching for 4 years. This is my 4th year, so I only coached 3 years. I became friends with Jeremy this summer. We traveled together because the Jenkins were down to do stuff, as we've heard. You ask them to do something, boom, they was going to go do it. We took them to the river this summer. Their boys wanted to go. We took the boys last summer. But we were friends. We went. Me and Jeremy got in some deep conversations, And he asked me, he said, "How long are you going to coach?" I said, "Well, till my kids are done, then I'm done." And he said, That's it, man? You just done?" And I said, "No, actually, there's one out. There's one way I coach longer." And I said, "That's if you go take some big 6A job and it's the most challenging thing you've ever done, then I'm in with you, bro." Told him that. And he said, "For real?" I said, "For real, man." I said, "You go, my coaching career keeps going. You don't, I'm out." Well, guys, I know Jeremy's out. I get it. But I don't know how I ever stop coaching now. I really don't. Jeremy had a passion for it. Brandy had a passion for everything. Okay? This summer at the river, I found out Brandy sucks at cards, and Jeremy's really good. But it was funny because Brandy played the whole time, and Jeremy sat there and told her what she was doing wrong. And then at the end of this whole game that we played, this long 2-hour game, Brandy won. She told Jeremy to shut up. He didn't. We played cards late that night, poker, hardcore, late, 3:30 in the morning. Mikhail Kuhn took his money a few times. He kept buying back in. So that's lucky. It was lucky, but it was lucky on you, coach. It was a lot of fun. Guys, I don't have the words, but all I can say is that what I'm going to honor is the life Jeremy and Brandy lived. And it's something about when people pass that are close to you, because you don't think about the people every day that are still alive. But my friends, my comrades, my teammates, and now my teammate and friend, Jeremy, I'll think about them every day. And I'm going to honor them with everything I got. And I know you'll do the same.